Hello everyone, welcome to this week's Web Wednesday. Last week I covered some tools which amongst other things would have helped with keyword research. So today I'm going to talk about very basic long tail and short tail keywords and what the difference between the two of them is. So keywords are the terms that people use to find your services on the web, yeah? So there are short tail or head terms and long tail terms. Long tail terms tend to be 3 to 5 words. So if I give you an example of this, wedding shoes and wedding photographer. Now, you might want to optimize your site because you sell wedding shoes or you're a wedding photographer. But the thing is, you'll find it quite hard to stand out with terms like that, because if you type in wedding shoes on the internet, you'll get a million and one other things and possibly your website won't show up for it. It's the same with wedding photographer. Wedding photographer particularly is a service, so it's local. So Google is more likely to return local results for that one. So it's very hard to compete, and it can be very expensive if you're doing AdWords to compete for short tail or head terms. So long tail words do have some advantage, and when I show you some of these I think you'll realise why. Okay, so instead of wedding shoes, we're going to order wedding shoes online. Now I want you to think about this for a minute, because obviously not everyone sells wedding shoes, so it can be a bit of, it can be pretty much anything. Order wedding shoes online. There's something in search engine optimization called intent, and it's the intent of the searcher. So what is the searcher doing in this case for wedding shoes and order wedding shoes online? Well, my intent when I'm looking for wedding shoes is probably to have a nose and see what's out there and what's the fashion and what's the colours that are in this season and all the rest of it. And there's no real intent to buy, I'm just researching. Order wedding shoes online, well, there's a bit more intent to buy there, because I'm looking at how I can order wedding shoes online. So what's the intent behind me searching them words? So order wedding shoes online, I'm looking for a place where I can order wedding shoes online, or I'm actually ready to buy now and I just want to order my wedding shoes online. So can you see how modifications to your term can help in search results? So it does two things. It can help you find searchers who will want to buy what you're after, but also it might be a little bit easier to have a web page that's optimized for order wedding shoes online than having a wedding page which is just optimized for wedding shoes. Now remember, when I say optimize, I mean it's the page is built with SEO in mind, so the keyword is in the title, it appears 2 to 3 times in the text, and also your meta description, so the bit that you type in that people when they search on Google see. So that's a long tail keyword, and in this case it's intent. Let's flip for a minute and let's flip to the wedding photographer. I've already said that that's quite a generalist phrase, and again I might be just looking for wedding photographers anywhere. But if we do something a little more specific, then we've got a better chance of hitting the jackpot. So if I'm searching, think about the intent here again for a moment. Best wedding photographers in Haydock. I'm actually not looking for wedding photographers in Haydock here. I could ignore the word best, not put it in, and I can just put wedding photographers in Haydock. There's a better chance of me being ready to buy if that's what I've typed in. But if I'm trying to show up for wedding photographers in Haydock, and people are just at the beginning stage of trying to choose who the wedding photographer is, best wedding photographers in Haydock is a very specific term. But best wedding photographers in Haydock is at the start of the buying cycle, so I'm just having a nose to see who's about, and then I'll decide who I want to choose from there. So can you see the difference in intent of the two long tail keyword examples I've used there? Okay, so there's some disadvantages to long tail and short tail, benefits and disadvantages, yeah? Okay, so the benefits of long tail terms is the searcher's intent in the top one. Slightly different searches intent in the second one, but you get a better idea of what people are looking for in this than this. Massive benefit is less competition. If you think about how many wedding photographers in Haydock and how many might have put best wedding photographers in Haydock in their site, so there is less competition. And the big disadvantages are there is limited traffic. If you had a very successful website selling wedding shoes, then you may not try or have to go for the shorter tail keywords. If you're coming up first for something, you won't necessarily need to go for the shorter tail keywords. So there's limited traffic, and then there's the non-converting keywords, and there's 2 examples here with order wedding shoes online, I'm ready to buy. Non-converting, I'm having a good nose, best wedding photographers in Haydock. So they're the advantages and the disadvantages. Thank you very much for joining me. As usual, any questions, please do leave them in the comments. Happy to answer anything you might have. And what I've decided to do is go through and stick with sort of SEO and keywords in a sort of a beginner's guide for the next few weeks. So look out for my videos coming up soon, because they'll be in a sort of stage process, hopefully leading you to the part where you have a winning website. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.